the sound that I've been waiting to hear for a while. What a challenge this turned out to be. Had all kinds of problems getting this saw running after putting it back together. Oh my goodness. But we finally got it running. We've got a lot of other stuff to sort out on it, but at least we got it running. That's awesome. I think that, oh my God, there's been so many little problems. I don't even know where to start. I don't even remember where I left off with this project. I left a lot of stuff out. Yeah, maybe we'll take it down to the shop bench and we'll do a recap on it. I've got this janky chip on it now. That's got it running, so that tells me I had something wrong with the points. Grounding issue maybe, or something like that. I don't know. What a pain. I think I had maybe a wrong coil in the flywheel, not matched up right. I thought that they were all the same on these era of saws, but I think I'm wrong. I know on Homelight they had two different coil suppliers, and Wicco and Phelon. You can't mix and match. I think that's what's going on here. I don't know. Anyhow, this saw runs, and that's something to celebrate. I've got an ignition off of I think it's a 250, 141, something like that. Said I had it on that saw and it was running, so I figured if I put it on this saw, it should run, and it does. I just got to figure out, am I going to put the points back in the box, or do I just go with defeat and put a chip in it? I used to at one time. I didn't mess around with points at all when I first got into this, and I'd just go ahead and I'd put these chips on them, and they always worked good for me. But I don't know, it's not traditional. It's not vintage to have that electronic ignition chip on there. Haven't quite decided if it's that important to me or not. If I can get the points in this and get it to run, then why not? Just get rid of that chip, because the chips are a pain in the butt. You got to figure out where you're going to mount it in there. Keep the wires from getting caught up in anything. So, I mean, sometimes, they're not great. Anyhow, we got some success, finally. It's been a battle with this friggin' saw. Holy smokes. Okay, we'll put her on the bench and have a chat. Okay, so we got the saw running. What a challenge that was to get this thing running. Holy frig. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I'm still not even entirely sure. I think from changing around ignitions and stuff so much, I think I had maybe either a bad coil. Well, I had all kinds of stuff. I had a coil that was loose on the core originally. And I think that was causing a lot of the problems. So I tried to remove the coil core and put a shim in there, and I ended up breaking the little clip and changed in a bunch of put a bunch of different coils and flywheels and stuff on, and I think I had stuff interchanged so much I didn't even know what I started with anymore. So wow, finally got a ignition system that's matched up the coil and the flywheel, working properly on the other saw. Put it on here, kept the points out of it because I wanted to see. I think I gotta look and see what's going on in this points box, because I can't get spark with the points. So either the fact that I had the wrong coil and flywheel matched up, I wasn't able to get spark, or I got something that's touching the case in behind, like one of the little screws for the points, the breaker points mechanism, or for the not the coil, the condenser. Something's rather wrong there. So I'll look at that again, see if I can get it to work without this electronic chip, because I'd like to just keep it original. Anyway, wow. Sounds great. Sounds good. But now I can finally investigate. I got other things to work out on. I got to figure out if the automatic oiler's working on it. Got to get the fuel line. I was having problems with that as well. I had the wrong fuel hose on the inside there. It was sucking air. That wasn't really helping me. So I got to see if I can put a grommet in here and just put a bigger line the whole way through. That would be great if I can do that, because this thing's leaking a little bit. I wasn't able to get it tight again. Anyway, just a lot of messing around with this saw, but you know, I've never worked on one of these particular ones before, so you're bound to learn some things. You mess around and you learn. And I've been learning lots on this one. But a lot of curse words and but you know, we've disassembled it. I don't know the last video I did on this, to be honest with you, because I had a couple videos along the way and they ended up basically getting thrown in the garbage because there was nothing worth showing on them. Just me basically being defeated and you know, not being able to get the saw running. So yeah, complete disassembly, new bearings, new seals. I even went as far as to change the seal out in behind the flywheel hook, because I had myself convinced that I didn't have the seal in properly and it was leaking gas onto the points, and that's why it wasn't working. So I went as far as to rip that old seal out, put another seal back in. All new gaskets, intake gaskets. For all I know, I got a leaky gasket somewhere yet. Now that I got this all running, see, it sits there and idles nice and throttles nice, but you know, if I go and put it on its side and stuff, is it going to run good? No idea. The clutch springs could be bad on it. Yeah, there's lots of stuff here yet we could get into, but at least we got the saw running. Changed out the flat back, put in an HL 63B. Rebuilt the carburetor on that because I thought, well, I can't remember why I had to redo that. I think it was just to eliminate something else because I had problems. I just said, well, you know what? I didn't do anything to the fuel system, so I'll just make sure that there's no problems there. So rebuilt the carb, all new needle and seat, gaskets, diaphragms, everything basically has been redone on this saw to this point. I got a cool new bar. I got a belt for my 26 LCS, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got a new bar. It's got to go on this saw. Just got to make up a chain for it. 30-inch old Mac roller nose. Anyhow, that's the update on the saw. It runs. Finally making progress, finally winning. Once I look into this a bit more, and you know, I got to put the spikes on it and stuff. Look into the clutch again, make sure it's got good springs on it, it's cleaned up. Pretty sure I did clean up everything before, but cool. We got a running saw. Let's put it back together. Try and get a bar on it and give her some more run time. Brand new piston rings in it. It feels like it has really good compression, so those rings worked out really well. Cable rings, good stuff. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.